Hey YouTube. Hey, hope you're well. Happy Saturday. Enjoying the Saturday. So, real quick, Allen Brothers Oxblood Berkeley with some Sun Bear and some sweet tea. So I slept in a little bit today. Didn't quite get to do cigar or a little pipe and coffee. We're gonna do a chat. Hang tight. Let's talk about a current event or two. Be right back. Hey everybody, we're back. So hey, let's talk about something that occurred in San Diego. A gentleman working for San Diego Gas and Electric, the power company out there, was separated from his position for allegedly using a racial hand gesture. Okay, this is the hand gesture. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's tear this apart. First of all, the gentleman was driving in his work truck, had his hand out the window, and was cracking his knuckles. Some jackwagon takes a photo because he believes it's a racial hand gesture, puts it on Twitter, it blows up. The company starts an investigation. They call the gentleman in. We're suspending you pending an investigation. Okay. For allegedly using a white supremacy hand gesture. Now, folks, let's talk about this. This is the hand gesture. Number one, this means okay. Okay? That's what that means. This is not a racial hand gesture. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. This is also in American Sign Language the letter F, by the way. Okay? Very close to the letter O and the letter C. Very close. This also is something called the circle game, which we played in elementary school, and it's still being played today. The circle game is, as long as it's above the waist and below the chin, you do that, somebody looks at it, you hit them, and you wipe it off. That game's been played for 40 years. It was probably played before I knew about it. Okay? So why is that a white supremacy hand gesture? Well, here's where that stems from. First of all, it's not true. If you do your research, you will know that this was a hoax started by a group of people on 4chan that claimed that this was WP, so white supremacy hand signal. It took off and went viral, and people believed it. They bought into the crap. So here, these dudes are probably living in their mama's basement, doing, and that's what they did. They did a bunch of just simple things like that, just to see if it would go viral and start a hoax, and they did, and that one took off, and people bought into it, and they believed it. Okay. That's a hoax. Started on 4chan. Look it up. It's not a white supremacist hand signal. It's okay. It's the letter F, close to the letter C and the letter O, and it's also the circle game. Pick your poison. Kids have been doing it for years. It's not a white supremacist hand signal, guys. It's just not. Okay, let's get back to this gentleman. So he's called in. The company then separates him, fires him. After they claim that they conducted an investigation in good faith and thoroughly. Well, that's a lie, because if you thoroughly investigated it, you would know that that is not a white supremacist hand signal. It is a ruse that was started on 4chan, a hoax that people bought into and believed. So the gentleman's fired from his dream job. Now, the jackwagon that took the picture and started the mess on Twitter is like, oh, I didn't mean to get anybody fired. What did you think was going to happen, fool? You posted something to get a response from people, and boy, did you get a response. And now you're backpedaling saying, well, I didn't mean to get the guy fired. Then why'd you stir the pot? Why'd you? And let me pause it right here. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the picture right here. Okay, so that's the picture of the gentleman. I'm not going to name his name. You can look it up. Plenty of articles out there about it. But that's the picture of the gentleman with his arm out the window. And really, I think it was more of his ring finger, not his index finger. I think he was more cracking his ring finger. He said he was cracking his knuckles. That's what he was doing. Regardless if that's what he was doing, this is still not a white supremacist hand gesture. Just not. Look it up. Don't believe me? Look it up. Okay? Do your research, folks. Anyhow, so the guy's backpedaling. I didn't mean to get the guy fired. Well, you did. You stirred the pot. You knew what you were doing. Okay? Company says we conducted a thorough and a good faith investigation. That's not true, because if you would have found out that that is not a racist hand signal. Anyhow, it gets better. So the kicker in all this, man's fired from his dream job for allegedly flashing a white supremacist hand signal. The gentleman isn't even white. He's Mexican American. He's a Hispanic gentleman. I can't make it up, folks. I can't make it up. So you terminated a Mexican American, hard-working gentleman in his dream job for an alleged hand signal, which I showed you the picture, and it's not even close to what they think it is. And it's not that anyway, because that's not a racist hand signal. It's the OK sign, the letter F, pretty close to the letter C, and the letter O in American American Sign Language, and it's a circle game. Take your pick. We terminated him. And it was 100%. You know why they terminated him? 100% publicity. Well, we got to do something. He's out there flashing white supremacist gang signals. It's not. Look it up. 4chan. It's a hoax. Okay? That's what that really means, okay? Or the letter F in American Sign Language. So the gentleman lost his job. You know, I'm at a loss for what's going on in this world right now. You can't make this up. He did absolutely nothing wrong. And he got fired because they wanted to try to save face as a company. Well, guess what? Now you're getting blasted in the media. So what little face you thought you were going to try to save because some jackwagon put something on Twitter and people commented on it, now you're getting blasted. Your Facebook page is getting tore up, and you're in the national news now. It's all over the national news. Look it up. Hope the gentleman, I truly do. Hope he gets, legal representation, and I hope he cleans you out, because you didn't do a thorough and a good effort and good faith investigation. You just didn't. Because if you would have, you'd have known that that's not true. Okay? You acted on emotion. And that's what you did. You acted on emotion. And you didn't investigate it. So I don't know who your HR personnel is, but they steered you clearly the wrong way. Anyhow, folks, that's what's going on. Check it out. Interesting article. I feel terrible for the guy. Don't know what the heck's going on. Did nothing wrong and lost his dream job because somebody posted a picture on Twitter. And then the guy backpedaled and said, I didn't mean to get him fired. Well, you stirred the pot and you poked the bear. And And you got a response. You wanted a response. You got one. Anyhow, folks, be well. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. That coronavirus is popping up. People are getting sick. Protect yourself. Just be smart. Don't panic, but be smart. Wash your hands, and we'll talk to you later. Have a great day, everybody.